Now my haere mai, Céad Míle Fáilte, to Córa Correro in conversation with Eddie Condra. So Eddie, using your book, Remapping Our Souls as a guide, we'll explore some of the concepts. On experience, so I understand that your thinking has evolved. I mean, you've used the phrase, the well-known phrase, in the beginning was the word in the church tradition, and now you're using this phrase, or you have used, in the beginning was the experience.
Yeah.
So in the beginning was the word, and now in the beginning was the experience.
Yep. So that started off was, like, first of all, there's the word, it's taken directly out of scriptures. You know, in the beginning was the word, and that phrase is we find it throughout the scriptures. The word of God came to so-and-so, the word of God came to Jeremiah, the word of God. And traditionally we've thought of the word of God as God said something, you know, so God would have said, hey, Jeremiah, this is what I want you to do. So there's the word of God because we think of the word as words, so spoken. However, careful attention, you'll discover that actually when they use the word, they're talking about experience. So like our equivalent would be, so Jeremiah had an experience. Moses had an experience. And these experiences, as we talked already, are translated. He then gives this experience meaning and shape and say, this is what it means. So this word, in the beginning was the word, in the beginning was this experience. That's how we came about to have a God. Some experience of life led you to believe there's something more to this than just what I'm seeing. So in the beginning, and what I want to do is bring all the Catholic community, let's go back to the very beginning. What is your experience of life? You know, and we'll get rid of all the shoulds and, well, I know I should be this and I should, no. What is your experience? And like, if it's rubbish, there we are. Let's start there. That's my experience of life. We start there. It's neither good nor bad. It's a beginning. So we go back to the very, very beginning, which sometimes in the churches we go back to the beginning. We go back to the original church, the church of the. I'm saying no. I'm going back to the thing that created that church, which is the experience, the human experience. Human experience interpreted, and that's at the core of life. That's what we're doing all the time.
You've written that life is a privilege, not a right. What brings you to that conclusion?
Well, the phrase is not mine. It came from the Marigold Hotel, that movie. There's this wonderful scene. The retired judge is trying to trace back his lover from way back. And there's another one of the characters, she's not very happy with the scene in India at all. So they're sitting opposite each other, and she says, you know, what do you see in this place? She's baffled, she's bewildered, but, you know, what could he see in this place? And he said, here, and he mentioned several things, like the color, the light, and then he said, here, people consider life as a privilege, not a right, and that does something. I thought it was a beautiful way of describing the disposition, which is at the core of the Christian message. All is given. Every single thing is given. The good and the bad, good health, good relationships, bad health, bad relationships. It's all given. And it's all a privilege. Sometimes it's hard to see the painful things as privileges, but actually it's still given. And if we're able to see that, it's a core thing. Actually, in any mystical experience, in any sacramental moment, gratitude will be one of the hallmarks. If you have an event in which you want to give thanks, yep, this is a sacred moment.
Gurumila Mahagat, Kiora, Eddie, for our kōrero, our kōrā, on these topics. And I have to say, what's appealing about your writing is the strong sense that you are exploring and that you're keen to share with us your insights on the journey. And it seems a very profound pastoral approach. So thank you.
Thank you.